Hello everyone, I am Keith and welcome to Jack's Math Notebook. In this video, we're going to discuss the characteristics of quadratic functions. Quadratic functions on graph paper take the shape of a parabola, which is a U-shaped graph that can either be pointed upward or pointed downward. And this parabola has certain characteristics. And here are the characteristics. Uh, Quadratic functions have an axis of symmetry. They have domain values, they have range values. They can either have a minimum or a maximum. They will have a vertex, and some quadratic functions even have zeros, meaning that this is where the U shape crisscrosses the x-axis. And in this case, for this one, the zeros, okay, are at -3 and at 1. The domain will be all real numbers as x approaches positive infinity and as x approaches negative infinity. And the range will be y is greater than or equal to a -4 with a y-intercept at -3, as you see right here. Let's take a look at the vertex because the vertex is going to include the minimum value and the axis of symmetry, which you see right here will be at -1, comma, -4. And let's move over to the next example. And in this case, as we study the quadratic function or the quadratic equation, whereas ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, the a will be negative, and that's why our arms are pointing downward in this particular function. Our axis of symmetry will be at 1. That's where it splits the parabola in half. Our domain will be all real numbers as we approach positive infinity on the x-axis and negative infinity on the x-axis with a maximum value of 3, and lets us know that our range would be y is less than or equal to 3, and that gives us a vertex which includes our axis of symmetry and our maximum value, and that is 1, comma 3 with a y-intercept at 2. And let's move on to our final big example in which you have the domain will be all real numbers again as x approaches positive infinity and as x approaches negative infinity, with y is greater than or equal to 2 because we have a vertex again at 2, comma 2. All right, you have been given some significant information. I wouldn't blame you if you need to pause the video to take a deeper understanding of this concept or replay this video as many times you need to better help us or better help ourselves understand the graph of a quadratic function. But in the meantime, please comment, share, like, and subscribe to Jack's Math Notebook for more content. Thank you and goodbye.